is up, all you beautiful people? My name is Mahia, and I am your blind guide, and I want to talk to you about Zelda Inu. Now, what they're doing, I think, is super impressive and needs to be done. They're helping out a lot of underfunded dog charities and rescues, so far to the tune of $33,000 out of pocket, not even in the charity pool. So I think that is real impressive. They're reaching out to a lot of YouTubers. I'm not included in that yet, just to spread the word about what they're doing. And then they're about to drop their fifth donation in the next few days or sometime next week, which is going to be huge. Can't wait to see that. I love all their donation videos. Just so awesome to hear how happy some of the people are. So they've already been listed on 7 exchanges. From launch, they did a 250x. So $1,000 into $250,000. That's just mind blowing to me, kinda. But I know stuff like this happens so often in crypto. So this project is doing everything it needs to, but they have so much utility that they can add to it when they start expanding into, for example, NFTs. That is going to be huge. Not to mention, any other facets of the market they might try to get into, metaverse, play to earn, stuff like that. So I cannot wait to see this project's future. And as the project grows, the more dogs' lives that they can save. So I'm super bullish on this project. I love what they're doing so much. It's so amazing, and they're reaching out to get someone on their team who is very good at marketing. I have theory on who that is, but I do not want to say it because unless I had permission from their team, I would not want to spoil any upcoming news they have or catalysts. So really impressive. I am going to still reach out to them and try to see if I can get a collab or interview, AMA, just anything for the channel. And the next one I want to talk to you guys about is SHIBTORO. Now, this project has a lot to do with the community, because the idea of it was to build the community first and then add on utility later, which I like that. The head developer of it, the person who's in charge, he got into Doge. Then he got into Shiba Inu. So he's made a lot of money, and that honestly gives me more confidence on it, because there are so many projects where people will do rug pulls, but it's usually not people who have made a lot of money in the crypto space. It's usually just people who want to jump in on a trend and just screw everybody out of their hard-earned money. Not to mention, this SHIBTORO is doing their Surtech audit, which that is just going to give so many more investors more confidence in the project, and the $100 trillion that's going to be coming into the market from institutional investors. I could see a good portion of that going into this project. So that is something super excited to look forward to, because this is such a new product, and with their flexonomics is what they call it, they can change the taxes basically when it would benefit SHIBTORO. So I think that is really good. So for like example, say they're coming out with something big, and they know that a lot of whales might be trying to dump some of their project. They could just up the sales tax to like 12% or something and have the buy tax at like 1 or 2%, which would really make it a huge hit for to dump it. Say they were dumping like $10 million, they'd have to take a hit of $1 million just in the tax. Not to mention, it's a hyper deflationary token, so they can take that and then they can burn it. So they can do a buyback and a burn. SHIBTORO can. So essentially, like, there's not going to be as much volatility in this project. I don't think so, because they can easily control, reflections, how much are going to go back to the holders, how much are going to go to the marketing wallet, and how much is going to be burned. So I think that's impressive, and I see that catching on with a lot of products in the future projects. I see them having, some sort of flexonomics type thing. But other than Surtech, they recently, and this came from the community. Community wanted it, so they did it. They set up a poker club at Poker Stars. So now you can go and you can play poker with the SHIBTORO community. And then they said, they're going to be doing ETH giveaways and stuff like that. So that is really impressive. But the third piece of news about them, which I found this the most exciting to me personally, is they're going to, he asked the community what they thought about doing a $10,000 burn for Shiba Inu every single month. And that is really cool to me. I know if I was in that community, I'd be saying, why not 20,000? Or if we can match your 10, what extra would you give? Or just something like that. Or even a little outside the box, we know the price is just going to go up and up. So why don't we do a few months right now? If we're going to commit to burning 10 grand every month, that's 120 grand a year. So why not just take maybe a few months, burn it now while the price is so low, and then just kind of continue that. Like maybe every few months you set a buy target, a really low one, and then I hope it hits there. And even if not, you could still do a buy. You can always change your targets. So I could really see that one making a huge difference in Shiba Inu, and so many people who are in the SHIB army are going to see this and going to want to check out SHIBTORO to see, what they have going on. Plus, it's like, you show us love, we're going to show you love, and we're going to get in your project, and we're going to contribute, and we're going to help both of our projects grow at the same time. And I think that is awesome, and that needs to happen more. But now to Shiba Inu. So there's a lot of FUD around them right now, basically saying, they're crashing, don't buy them, Shiba Inu's over. And it's funny because, just a week or so ago, they were saying Shiba Inu could go to $1, it could go to $10, whatever. But that is, and I've talked about it before, but that is what the media does. A lot of times they'll pump and hype a project when it's already at its top and it has nowhere to go but down, because everything doesn't go up forever. It has to retrace. So now they're doing a 180 like they always do, and then telling people this project's gonna fail, it's had a real bad week. But factually, that is 100% a false statement, because there has been $89 million well that just bought Shiba Inu, and that is a huge number. A lot of people speculate it could be Robinhood. I don't know if it is. I say at this point, Robinhood needs Shiba Inu a lot more than Shiba Inu needs Robinhood. Because Robinhood is taking so many hits, with the whole AMC and GameStop thing, with their launch, their their IPO launch, and then it went up a little, but then it's been hammered so much that this, because they make so much on cryptocurrency, they made so much on Doge. So right now I could see them maybe holding and waiting to list Shiba Inu when it's best for them, because it's not what's best for the customer. I keep hearing a lot of YouTubers say that. That's not what it is. It's what's best for Robinhood. They are a company that is their primary concern. They are an exchange. They are not in the business of helping others or making sure they have 100% customer satisfaction. They're in the money of making business, or they're in the business of making money, and they have an app that's supposed to be a lot more customer friendly, and it is, except when they do stuff like not let you buy a certain stock and only let you sell it, like all the stuff that happened with AMC and GameStop, and then they list Doge, but they won't list Shiba Inu because they say they don't want to list a meme coin with no utility. Yeah, Shiba Inu's utility is so beyond those. I mean, it can be a currency. It's having its own blockchain with SHIBTORO, play to earn game. A second game that's not play to earn, basically just to get people into crypto. They got their Shiboshi NFTs. They're getting into the metaverse, the SHIB token, SHIB TV. Just they have so many things. Not to even mention, like ETH Shiba. I'm not very familiar with this project, and definitely not suggesting that you just go in and buy it. But with this project, they're going to be burning on the back end of the transactions, going to be burning Shiba Inu. Also, SHIBBurn, that just burned 1 billion Shiba Inu, is doing the same thing. It's a token that got created because of Shiba Inu, but not just because of them, to help them with their burns. I mean, that is awesome. Like, in those two communities, I guarantee are just going to keep growing and growing and growing. But also, like I was saying earlier, with SHIBTORO, the commitment of theirs, 10,000 a month, like that is huge. I think those two communities, I think a lot of people from Shiba will go to SHIBTORO, and then somewhat vice versa, because it's just awesome what they're going to be doing in that regard. But you can see Shiba Inu, it has so much utility. It has been going up in price. That's the other thing I don't get. It was testing 21, testing 20, and staying at 22, and now it's at, look, when I was doing this, it was at about 24. So it's just complete blatant lying and manipulation from the media. And that is not questionable, because there are facts. You cannot lie when it comes to numbers. If the supply is going down by the billions, and that means people are spending millions, hundreds of thousands, and millions of dollars just throwing it away because they love this project. They're like, okay, we're going to just get rid of these coins. We're going to send them to a burn wallet, and all that money is just, it's gone. But people do that because how much faith they have in this project and all its utility, and they see where it's going in the future. And I mean, it has more utility than most projects, honestly, especially with Shibarium, ShibaNet, and all the other things that they have in the future lined up that just hasn't came to fruition yet. So complete lie by the media. Shiba Inu is not going down. They've only been going up this week, and ever since price action, the burn rates, whales that are holding it, the holdings for whales have pretty much doubled. They went up 29%, so more than doubled. And you're talking whales, you're talking millions and millions of dollars into Shiba Inu. So that is a, yeah, it's, I cannot understand how people can lie about something that you can find out within like 20 seconds on your phone. You can find out, oh, that was a complete lie. But they're still doing it, and I don't know, I cannot understand it. Like, if I was Shitoshi, or whoever the current owner of Shiba Inu is, I would pretty much sue a lot of these places for libel slander, because that is 100% what they're doing. And there are a lot of other, this has precedent, because there have been a lot of talks against Gary Gensler about trying to have too much regulation, making companies do miles and miles of paperwork just to try to accept cryptocurrency. Not even like exchanges, just businesses. And so he's in a lot of hot water from that. And there are a lot of other places that are suing for similar stuff. So I don't know why Shiba Inu isn't. I mean, I kind of don't get it, because these places, these organizations, they're not just putting fear or FUD. It is a blatant lie to say the numbers are going down when all of the numbers are going up. Like, 100% lie. Um, so just, if you're holding Shiba Inu, you're in the SHIB army, we only have upside coming soon. So just stick with it, and just ignore all the fear, uncertainty, and doubt that the media is trying to pump into it, because it always does it. It pumps into it, gets a lot of people to get scared, sell out, then it shoots up, and then they say, oh, it's the best thing, you need to buy into it now. But they always do it about a week after it shoots up, which is funny, because a lot of times when they do that, when they say buy, people buy, and then they bought at the very top, because then it just crashes back down. So I would not take any media or news sources as far as giving you, well, giving you life advice in general, but especially financial advice, because yeah, they're going to lead you the wrong way 100% of the time. It's always the top 1% versus the rest of the world, and that's the way it is. And sadly, it seems like that's the way it's going to be for a long time, which is one of the reasons I'm getting into crypto, because I want to help shatter that wealth gap. I want to make people on low income, people on social security, people with disabilities who are told they can't do nothing. I mean, they can easily get into this and make so much of a difference. I mean, social security, that's like, for some people that's like 800, 850 a month, which is low. But for some people, it can be as low as like 712 a month, because some people owe back pay to SSI because of mistakes that were made, when they were children, like when they were 7. So just I just want to stress it so much, that SHIB is going good, and do not listen to the media, because they will steer you wrong 100% of the time. But another project I want to bring to your attention is Luna 1, because like I was saying earlier about Zelda Inu, and when it went to main distribution, a 250x. That is life-changing money. Just incredible. So Luna 1, pretty much Ready Player One, metaverse, fully decentralized. You can learn, like, imagine learning with companies like vendors like Skillshare, Udemy, Coursera, and Khan Academy. And then actually working in this metaverse, because you will be able to actually work with micro, like Microsoft Teams, Coca-Cola, Meta, like Facebook's parent company, Samsung, Daimler, just so many different ones. And then in the gaming, because you can do gaming in this one, imagine places, companies like EA Games, Epic Games, Activision, Blizzard, Roadblocks. I mean, just so much potential in this project. Not to mention they're going to be getting into NFTs. Um, they're going to be well, here I'll just kind of lay it out real quick. Okay, so with this metaverse, you'll be able to create, socialize, shop, work, um, attend concerts, do quests, do esport events. You can do gaming in the hyperverse. You can share your knowledge pretty much to earn money, like in math, science, different things like that. So all over, I think this is a huge, impressive project just with that. But the fact that with their kit that they're coming out in Q4, which Q4 is huge for them, like getting on PlayStation, Xbox, PC, launching their NFTs. Um, they're going to be having their uh, virtual reality kit because it's a FI haptic feedback flow suit with gloves and goggles, so you can feel every single thing your avatar can in the metaverse, which that is just huge. Couple that with some haptic feedback headphones, which I don't know, they might include that in the kit. I'm not 100% sure, but you could say you're gaming, say you're going to a concert, say you're just uh, riding down the street in a car, whatever. You're gonna be able to feel the wind on you, the bass from the music. Um, you're playing a game, and as if they're using haptic feedback headphones, like I think they will be, as for example, the dinosaur in the game is getting closer and closer to you, and you can feel every single step. Like you can feel so much with these. Like I can't wait to see the technology because it has been advancing so fast and so much as far as what you can get from haptic feedback. So I am super interested to see what comes out on that end. But also, right now they're in pre-sale at about 17-16% bonus. they're going to be they're right now 15 cents. They're going to be launching on 25 cents. That's 66% right there. Not counting the 17% or 16%. I'm not sure if it's dropped down by the time you guys see this. But with that, coupled with if you get for $4,500 worth, you will get an extra 15%. So you got the 15% plus the 17%, so that's 32, plus the 66%. You're looking. Sorry, excuse me. You're looking at like a 97% or so, depending exactly what the bonus is right now. So that is awesome. That's pretty much doubling your money on launch. And now, the fact that it's in pre-sale, a lot of people when it does launch could take off profits, but if it does, it'll go down and then it'll shoot back up because there are going to be so many institutional investors. They're going to want to get into this because they see it's something completely new. And on the other end, sadly, Omicron virus is coming back. It's hit China very hard, but they're not going to enforce all the lockdowns like they were because they don't want to hurt their economy too much. And it's already been shown in elevated amounts in the wastewater to already be here in the States. It's in India already too. Uh, Australia, Japan, South Korea. They were some of the first along with China. But my point is, it's if that happens, this metaverse is going to be the one-stop shop for actually interacting with people in the real world, socializing, working, creating, going to concerts, gaming, everything. They're going to have a DAO so you can vote on what games they onboard onto the platform. So I mean, this is just an incredible project. Plus, they're going to have burn mechanisms, and they're gonna burn whatever supply isn't sold. But I personally think everything's gonna get sold in the supply. But so really bullish on that one. I have a link in the description. If you so choose to buy anything from it, I get a tiny bit of kickback. I'm gonna be using for future giveaways and stuff like that for the channel, which very soon. I know I've hinted at that in a few previous videos, but for subscribers of this channel, yeah, I've already got quite a few things I'm wanting to do giveaways on. If you have any suggestions or ideas of what you guys might want for prizes, just let me know, because I'm open to any and everything. So just leave a comment, let me know about it. But so if you click on the link, it'll take you to a page: email, name, password, verify verify that I sent you to it, just so they know it was me, and I get, like I said, tiny a tiny affiliate commission for it, which I'm just gonna be putting that into helping the channel with giveaways and stuff. But I think it's a incredibly impressive project. Has so many huge names backing it. But I have to get off here for tonight. I will be back tomorrow to tell you guys any future updates I have. Like I always say, buy the dip when you can, when it presents itself. Not financial advice, but just a really good thing to do. And as always, my heart goes out to the people suffering in Ukraine, and I hope all of that stops soon. But I will talk to you guys tomorrow, and I hope you all have a very good night. And you guys, subscribers, you are so awesome. I think when I looked, I was at like 63. That is just incredible. When you guys comment and like, it helps the YouTube algorithm to promote me so much more. So all of the growing is thanks to you guys. And I can never express how much I appreciate it, but I hope with future videos and future info that I give you guys, as far as investing, plus just prizes I'll be giving away. And then once I get my wallet and can do it, I'm going to be doing, or not wallet, once I get my ID, I'll be doing a $1,000 to $1 million challenge. And I hope all of you can join me on that, if you so choose. Not financial advice, but I mean, even if you put $50 into that, that's going to give you $50,000 once I make that million. So I mean, and by that I don't mean like giving me the money. I mean like I'll show you everything I'm doing, full transparency. So if you so choose, you can do the same thing, and then that way you put 50 in it. Follow me along, kinda. Do invest in what you think would be good if I'm investing into it. Like I mean, I'm not telling you guys, like I said, no financial advice. Not telling you to copy me. But for that challenge, if you wanted to, just to see what you could do with $50, like I have to make this work for my health, and so I can get better health insurance to find out what's wrong with me and get it fixed. But I have to get off here tonight. But I will be back again tomorrow, and I hope all of you have an amazing night as always. and I love the support so much. You guys are so amazing, and I really hope some of you guys got some seniors. If you guys got the golden one, $250,000 prize, that is amazing. Like, that would put a huge smile on my face. But again, like, if you don't want to disclose info like that, I completely understand it. But I just want you guys to know that I hope you guys are just killing it out there in crypto, and I can't wait to talk to you again. But I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.